Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Former Minister Ngoako Ramatlhodi tells Face of the Nation host Clement Manyathela that Zille and De Klerk long planned to share power with the ANC and destroy it. This government of national unity was planned a long time ago. The DA is prepared. DA ministers will outperform ANC ministers, use that to campaign in next elections, and ANC will cease to exist and die. He says the DA has been preparing for this moment for years. They have think tanks. He says there is no way the ANC will be able to do better than DA ministers. He says come next elections, DA will push the ANC out. Check out this clip.
I see the ANC, I see a new political realignment, more around values and away from old historical divisions. I see the moderates within the ANC and the radicals within the ANC getting separated from each other. The war will be who gets the trade name ANC and who forms a new party. But I see a split coming, whether it will be a series of smaller splits or one big split, I can't predict, but a split coming and a realignment in party politics, where people believing in the same values, although they find themselves in different parties, will much more easily be able to work together, form coalitions, and will be representing the overwhelming majority of South Africans, which are moderate in their outlook and who would like South Africa to succeed, and who don't believe and don't support radicalism in whatever form.
De Klerk and the DA defined radicalism as when black people demand an end to segregation and equality. That's why they have convinced the majority of pliable non-whites that the EFF policies are radical for wanting economical freedom and the land. The apartheid government knew that they would not completely be out of power, but they will be behind the scenes navigating the political landscape of this country for their benefit. De Klerk was banking on the subdivision of the ANC, which will eventually kill the party as new political parties will form. Loyalties will divide, intra-party fightings like the whole Zuma and Malema fighting that saw the birth of the EFF. And now the MK party has joined the scene and some ANC members are jumping ship. And while the black progressive parties are fighting amongst themselves, the enemy, the DA, is sharpening its tools and ready to pierce through the loopholes caused by the fights and rifts. Guys, last week I told you that DA and De Klerk government long planned this comeback. They lied about this whole government of national unity situation when we really know deep down that it was an DA and ANC grand coalition. The DA knows that the ANC is wounded. They have burnt bridges with viable people and now they have no viable leader. So if Ramaphosa leaves the ANC knows that it will collapse. ANC knows that if the DA leaves the coalition, the business fundings are gone, the investors are gone, meaning no more extra income in your pockets. They know that their tanking numbers will not carry them through the next elections. They know that they will collapse without the DA. Zille mentioned last week that the aim of them entering the government of national unity, which we know is the ANC-DA coalition, is to destroy the ANC from within. Hence, they are holding Ramaphosa and the ANC hostage with their corruption scandals. One wrong move, the DA spills the beans. The Phala scandal goes to court. Ramaphosa will be criminally charged for corruption and fraud. And we know the DA ministers are on the hunt to expose every corruption scandal the ANC have done in their minister portfolios. That is how the DA is internally destroying the ANC. That's the main plan of the DA. Now, the ANC is between a rock and a hard place. They stay in the GNU, they will be destroyed internally. They leave this grand coalition, they will not survive the next election because the investors will pull out. South African economy will collapse. I mean, it's bad. It looks like they have dug a hole for themselves, all because of greed. They lied to protect this grand coalition with the DA, and now the DA is turning around and stabbing them in the back. They walked into a time-ticking bomb with their eyes open. They walked into a trap with their eyes wide open, led by Ramaphosa, and Ramaphosa knew that this was a trap. Guys, I want you to know that whatever Ramaphosa does is not for the beneficial of black people in South Africa. It's for business. He's a business-minded person. It's for the private sectors. So he knows that regardless if the DA is in the ruling party or the DA becomes the ruling party eventually, the investors will pull in, the investors will come flooding, because where there is white, there is money. So he knows that the investors will come running in, the businesses will come running in, and he will somehow benefit because he orchestrated the downfall of the ANC. Now, if the ANC goes into coalition with the EFF or the MK or both of them, the investors will pull out because they've mentioned multiple times that they do not want the EFF and MK in the ruling party. So yes, regardless, Ramaphosa knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that, isolating the EFF and MK will look good on his resume. The European businesses will come flooding in and his pockets will remain full. So his best bet was the DA. And now the DA is like, you know what? We are not satisfied with just being in the front seat. We want to drive the country. So what should we do to drive the country to become the next ruling party, to become the biggest party in the next elections? Because we know that the ANC's numbers are still going to tank. What should we do? We give instruction to our DA ministers to expose every little corruption in their ministerial positions or portfolios that the ANC used to hold. Expose every corruption in there. Literally, right now they are running to the media saying, oh yeah, they lied to you guys. There is no GNU. It's just a grand coalition between the ANC and DA. Sorry. So they're trying to do what? Discredit the ANC. So yes, the ANC is between a rock and a hard place. Ramaphosa doesn't care whether the ANC collapses or not. He has a bone to pick with the ANC. ANC is the reason why his political career did not get a jump start back when the apartheid era was finished, back when the world was watching South Africa. He did not get his little moment. Nelson Mandela did not give him his little moment. He gave it to Thabo Mbeki. So he was hurt. He got a bone to pick with the ANC. He hates the ANC because it failed to jumpstart his political career. So yeah, anything that has Nelson Mandela in it, his legacy, Ramaphosa is hell-bent on destroying it. And the DA was just happy to be there and scoop in the prize. This is politics. This is South African politics. I can't believe that we are witnessing a coup live in 2024 in South Africa. A political coup just took place. Someone said it, I mentioned it in my previous segment, that someone said that this so-called democratic alliance is not for the people of South Africa. It is there to facilitate for the United States to come and take over. It is here to facilitate for the Western powers to come over. This is a coup. I repeat, South Africa, this is a coup. We are going down. Whew. Yeah, no, I said it. And the people that voted for for the DA, the clever blacks, I want to see your tweets. I want to see your comments. What do you have to say for yourself? Because you're the reason why we are in this mental moose. We are in this, in this problem. So yes, the DA strategy was clear from the onset. Get into the GNU, destroy the ANC internally, become the biggest party, then rule South Africa, get it back, and then we can suppress the black people amazingly so. We can suppress them however we feel like suppressing them, and we can bring in the Western powers, we can bring in the colonizers to economically suppress them and make us rich simultaneously. There you have it. The DA played the chess moves perfectly. Checkmate, ANC. RIP to the ANC in advance. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora News family. My name is Reneilwe Morema. It has been, an eye-opening commentary for me. It has been a pleasure.